guys, welcome back to Afrifama. Now this morning I have a special treat for you. Now we are going to explore premises at Afrifama, and then we're also going to answer this particular question which most people have been asking me of the YouTube, of course. So how much did I spend in constructing my recent poultry coop, which I dubbed most affordable and cheapest? And you are going to agree with me why this project is cheapest. But before that, I want to showcase you around to our kitchen garden, which we do have here at the farm. Look at that, guys. So believe it or not, we are able to have this garden all the way from that further end there up to this point. And of course we do have another section on the other end which I'm going to show you, and this is what whereby we usually able to harvest every day and get the meats. Look at how cool this one looks like. So it's early in the morning, and obviously you can be able to see from the wetness from the ground, and we tend to put this one across so that to prevent our free-range chicken from coming to the garden and to be able to consume what we have here. Look at how good it looks like, right? So that is our chicken garden, and this is most organic chicken garden, and I mean this because we are able to use the manure we get from the farm, also the recycled water that we tend to get from our drinkers as we tend to wash them. Now I also want to show you again to our Azolla farm. Get to see how is it coming along. Is there any progress, or is there something that's not working out? So obviously it's still early morning, so you can be able to see my shadow, but guys, look at this. Wow, the Azolla is still growing. We harvested it last night, and someone recently gave me this suggestion. Those are sack for the manure, which tends to replenish. And of course we do have our second Azolla pond right there, which we are actually, I don't know if you can be able to see it. Yes, it's right there. So for this particular Azolla pond, we are going to use a dam liner, and obviously I'm going to share this journey with you, and I believe this is going to shed some lights to people who are looking forward to set up that kind of Azolla pond, but with precision. All right. Now for this garden, this is an extension from that further end. We felt we need to put a little bit of tomatoes right there, as well as watermelon from this end. And obviously the reason is we wanted it to be closer to the Azolla farm right there, and this second Azolla pond right there. Well, now you can agree with me, anything is possible. And I mean it's possible at the farm, because with limited resources you can be able to see how we actually turning this into an actual eco farm here at a semi-arid place. So ladies and gentlemen, now that is Afrifama first ever poultry coop. Now this one, well, is where we tend to do our usual broiler production, and those are our water tanks right there. Obviously those ones are filled because we've had a lot of rain recently for the last 2 days. Now let's get to go in, and at this spot obviously you can remember the issue of biosecurity. So as usual, I need to dip my gumboots in. This is essential for biosecurity measure, and this ensures that I'm not introducing any harmful microbacteria to the already cleaned up space here at our farm. Let's go inside and see how it looks like. And guys, let me show you. Look at that. It's already cleaned up. Look how beautiful this one looks like. You can see from this further end all the way to that further end right there. So we spent, this was cleaned a couple of few days ago. Actually, this is a week as we wait for our production. And this is what you're going to see. You can see we have our water drinkers, feeders. They are all cleaned as well for the smaller feeders right there, and everything was cleaned. Now you have seen how clean our poultry coops looks like. Now this whole space has been cleaned for the last 1 week, and this is in preparation for our upcoming production here at the farm. And it's an amazing project. I'm going to brief you as we go on and who is making this possible, because hey guys, you know we have been through a lot. Before I leave, I also have another surprise for you, and this is it guys. These are eggs, and believe it or not, our birds, which I'm actually going to show you, started to lay egg recently. I think 3 days ago, we were just feeding them and we found the first egg. The next day we found 2 eggs, and this has been continuous as the days continue. And look what we have here guys. Amazing, right? So let's go towards the other end. These are water tanks. Let's get to see most recent farm, and there it is. It's just adjacent, just outside to this further end. Look at it guys. Yes, it's just right there. And most of these birds have been fed this morning, so let me show you around. You see, this is the recent area of we had to raise, and it all tends to go all around in that coop as well as back here. Let me just show you. You see that on the back side, this is essential because we do have water dripping from the roof, which ideally we need to do water harvesting just the same way we have done in that building right there. But for now, we needed to make sure, since we did not cement inside, that water was prevented from getting inside, and hence the downpour will be driven away by this furrow, starting from this further end to that further end. So the birds are inside, and obviously they are all eagerly waiting to be let out. They've also been fed. Let's see. So let's just open and see them for the first time. And look at them guys. They want to go out. Wow, until the last one, and they are all rushing outside there. And yes, those are our birds. Obviously this one, I think this is the one that started laying, and there's another brown chicken right there. Yes, and yes. So obviously they are feeding, and I had brought some stuff for them to do the same. And yes, these birds have actually started to lay, but then now I also have a lot of duty because it means I now need to formulate layers mash for birds. And this is a good thing because we are also starting to commercialize our feed. And look at that one. He had an entire, wow, to herself. Yes. Yes, that just happened. The bad thing is, or I don't know if it's a bad thing or it's a good thing, we have a lot of cockerels, and now this means ideally we need to offload some because the ratio for the cockerels to hens, it's almost 50-50, and it needs to be limited to a certain ratio. So we do have those ones on going to those pastures on that further end, and these one who have chosen to stick around me here. Well, we also have other ones which have gone to that further end. So I'll also try to see if I can get some Azolla for them, yes, and feed them as well. So now that we have seen the progress of our birds, we've also seen our new reconstructed coop, how it looks like, how the birds are settling in, and hey, of course, we've seen that our birds have actually started to lay eggs. I think it's 5 months now and a couple of weeks. I'll need to confirm with my calendar to be sure. Allow me in the next vlog, I'm going to break down what was the total cost that I used to construct these newly constructed chicken coop, which I dubbed the most affordable and cheapest poultry coop. Now, until next time, this is Afrifama. See you in the next vlog. Bye.